grilling today, unfortunately.
Maybe not, huh?
But just in case, with the summertime comes outdoor barbecuing. But what if you don't have a grill?
Andy Choi talked to a chef from Andiamo about how to cook the perfect steak without using a grill. And of course, it's all just in time for Father's Day. Hey, Andy.
Chef Jim Alpert from Andiamo is here, and this segment is all about the dads, because we know Dad loves a good steak. Why not make the perfect steak? Thanks for joining us, Chef.
My pleasure. Happy to be here. That's what we're going to walk you through today. So
okay,
I know we all fire up our barbecues in the backyard, so we couldn't fit a barbecue here in the studio. So we're going to go in a pan. But you know what? This is actually a great way to cook a steak. So we're going to walk you through the same exact technique, the same steps, but you know, it's a little bit funner to do it on a barbecue when you got a beer in your hand or a bourbon cocktail, which we're going to make here in a second.
Excellent.
But we're going to talk about the quality of meat that you buy. So I have here, which is a USDA Prime New York strip steak. At Andiamo, we do butcher all of our own meat in-house. So we cut and hand fabricate all of our own steaks. We buy the highest grade of beef that's available to us, and we age it for a minimum of 30 days. So it's just a nice liberal sear of salt and pepper on your steak. The mistake I think that we make when we're cooking on the grill is you want half your barbecue as hot as you can get it, and the other half on a cool setting, maybe a low medium, because you want to get that steak on here and you want to sear and char the outside of it. What's going to do is give it a beautiful, sweet, kind of a crispy crust on it, and it locks all the juices on the inside. You can see here a couple that we finished. When you look at these steaks, they're a beautiful, nice, medium rare in the center, but the outside is nice and crispy, so it looks beautiful, has a nice barbecued, charred look to it, but it locks all the juices on the inside.
The key is to kind of manage that moisture as you're going. Right,
so that's why it's great to have a hot zone and a cool zone on your grill. So we're going to sear it, char it real hard on the outside, and then we can move it over and finish it. And, you know, chefs, it's real easy. We kind of do the finger test when it's medium rare, medium. Buy a digital thermometer so you don't mess up a nice piece of meat. And it's real easy. There's good information on the internet. You can find, you know, 115 for medium rare, 125 for medium, such like that. So here's some fun stuff. You got your steak cooking. It's Father's Day. We're taking care of the dads. Right, so we're going to make a little bourbon cocktail here, an old-fashioned, if you will. I have some bourbon, a little bit of orange, a few dashes of bitters, a little bit of simple syrup. So the cooking's going to be on us when we come on Father's Day. Come to Andiamo. All dads eat free on Father's Day. So when Dad wakes up in the morning, go cut the grass, honey. While he's out cutting the grass, you can make him a nice little bourbon cocktail here. So when he comes in from cutting the grass, you'll have a nice little old-fashioned here for him.
Cheers to that.
So we just did bourbon, orange. We put all these recipes on the website, so check us out, and you'll be able to download all these recipes. We got a lot of barbecue recipes on there, different spices, different seasonings. And so just a fun, nice little cocktail.
You guys are staying pretty busy this summer, right?
We are staying absolutely very busy. So that's what we're talking about. Nice, beautiful sear on the outside of the steak. It's going to give it that nice, crisp texture, and it's going to lock the juices in.
How many minutes you think?
You know, everybody always says, is it 3 minutes per side? Is it 5 minutes per side? It's when it's done.
When it's done.
That's why you go to culinary school, and that's why you work in the industry, because there's no other way to tell. Otherwise, we'd all be chefs, right? I hate to say it, there's not a real foolproof. But once you get to know your grill, once you get to know your apparatus, and you know you cut all your steaks like an inch thick, then yeah, you can start to determine. Usually 3 minutes per side is how my wife and I like them, or something.
Hot side, cool side.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've got lots going on. I brought lots of fun dishes. We're getting ready to cater the fireworks next week. The Ford fireworks will be downtown, so we have about 2,400 people on the rooftop for the fireworks. So we have a lot going on. It's Father's Day. Dads eat free. All of our patios are open at all of our restaurants. You know, there's always something new, fun, and exciting going on at Andiamo, which is a nice thing about working for a great company. You know, we are a Detroit-owned company, small family-owned business still here in the city.
Now, what are you doing here? We've got a little bit of wine.
So here's the challenge when you're cooking on your barbecue, that you want to baste your steak. You want to get a little bit of red wine. You want to get a little bit of butter. It's hard to do on a barbecue. So it's not uncommon that I'll even take like a little cookie sheet, maybe put it on the cool side of the grill. So once my steaks are nice and seared, I'll move them over to that cookie sheet, hit it with a little bit of red wine, a little bit of butter, and then as this steak finishes for like the next 2 minutes, it's going to baste with that red wine and that butter. You know, I have a little bit of spoon here, and that's kind of what I do. That's why I like to cook, you know, with a pan, and it's not even... you know, to say that I won't even put a pan like this on my barbecue so I can get a nice sear, then I can make my little sauce. And look at that. You keep basting this steak with that red wine and butter as it cooks. And then when it comes out of here, it's going to look beautiful, nice and seared. So simple. You know, dads are simple guys. We like to eat simple. So some nice little salads, a nice chopped salad, a kale salad, something healthy, Italian sausage, orzo salad. You know, it's nice to just make simple, quick meals. Vegetables right off the grill. Buy them, slice them right off the grill. Some deli meats. So if it's Father's Day, you're relaxing, come to Andiamo. next weekend, when dads don't eat free, then you can display some of your cooking talents at home.
Yes, simple enough. The recipe, of course, on our website, WXYZ.com. Of course, if it's just too much work for you and you really want to treat Dad on Father's Day weekend, check it out. Oh, cheers to that.
There you go. A little mesquite salt with a little bit of brown sugar on the rim with your little bit of bourbon cocktail. So nice, cool, refreshing drink. Enjoy.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, folks. Chef Hopper, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
All this, of course, on WXYZ.com. Check out the Scene on 7 section.
Ooh, tough gig, Andy Choi.
Yeah, real
but
tough.
boy, you know, basting in a wine and butter.
I wouldn't mind that for Father's Day.
Yeah, right.
Hint,
Hint,
hint.
right.
Why